We're over halfway through October and in the run-up to Halloween. Unless that is, you go to a British supermarket, where this year, apparently, I'm going to be carving a jack-o'-lantern while simultaneously setting off fireworks to mark Guy Fawkes Night, whilst Mrs. Disgruntled decorates the fucking Christmas tree. When I was a young lad growing up in the 1980s, Halloween wasn't really a thing in the UK. But much like obesity and gun crime, it's something that was big in the USA and has found its way over here. However, over in the New World, an elementary school has effectively banned Halloween, saying, like every fucking thing else, it's a form of white supremacy. So, the board of directors at the Seattle-based Benjamin Franklin Elementary School, which is made up entirely of woke white people, contacted parents to say that this year, Halloween, the holiday, because apparently it's a holiday over in the USA, won't be being celebrated because many ethnic minorities can feel marginalised, and I quote, "Most black families can't afford costumes." Yes, that's not racist at all. So that's a somewhat sweeping generalisation, but I've seen this story covered by several African American YouTubers, and they're all saying roughly the same thing, that even if a family was too poor to buy a costume, then they'd make one. It's more fun, it's more creative. And what's more equal than children of all different races and religions being given sweets and having fucking fun? The parents at the school weren't even consulted about Halloween being banned. One parent, an Asian man called David Malkin, went on record to say this is another example of the affluent white vanity project that is wokeism. David, I couldn't agree with you more. And this is a near perfect example of wokeism. Because some of the children might not be able to afford to buy costumes, rather than have all the children make their own, or organise a fundraiser or contact local stores for donations, just ruin it for all the children. Then sit back feeling smug because you think you've made the world a better place. Stupid, woke bastards. I've said this many times before, woke white people are the absolute fucking worst. They're not as bad as Idi Amin or Hitler, but they have this mindset where they need to go out and be offended on someone else's behalf, in this case, what they perceive as poor African Americans. Then they feel they need to speak up on behalf of whichever marginalised group it is they're representing, as if that group is incapable of doing it for themselves. Now, is it just me? Or does that sound much more like a subtle form of white supremacy than children going apple bobbing? However, the school has said the children won't miss out, because in place of Halloween, they're going to have a creative art project based on the colours of fall. That sounds much more fun for youngsters, painting leaves rather than ramming candy into their faces and running around dressed as Iron Man. What we have to consider though is that woke people are all miserable, and they like to inflict that misery on others. Actually, just a quick question from me, because I know there's a few Americans who watch this channel. We call this season autumn in the UK. You call it fall. Why is that? It can't be as simple as it's when the leaves fall off the trees. You guys have been to the moon. Also, the colours of fall. Now, given that the school banned Halloween in a misguided attempt at inclusivity, well, the colours of fall, the leaves are on the ground, either dark brown or black, and being walked over by the rest of society. That does seem like a rather unfortunate metaphor. This is also the time of year when upper middle class woke white women will be announcing to all and sundry that they love the autumnal colours, whilst drinking a pumpkin skinny latte and wearing their fucking Ugg boots. Ladies, some of you need to hear this because obviously you can't see me. No straight man gives a shit that you like the colours of autumn. Any man who pretends to is intent on shagging you. Thankfully, here in the UK, once Halloween's out of the way, I don't think there's anything that woke people can moan about until Christmas. However, to my friends over in the USA, I expect Thanksgiving is about to be fucked. As ever, thanks for watching. Not that you can see me anyway.